Hi everyone, it's Samantha Jamerson, and today I'm here with no makeup on to show you all how I do my makeup, how I apply it, and the products that I use. It is about, where's my phone? It is about 4:30 in the morning. I usually wake up anytime between 4 a.m. and 4:30 during the week, and sometimes maybe like 5 o'clock on the weekends. And I just love waking up every day, getting ready, even if I have nowhere to go, it just makes me feel better. So I am going to do my makeup. I have already washed my face, put on my moisturizers, eye creams, neck creams. I did do a self-tanner last night. I did Bondi sands from the neck down, since my girl who does my spray tan, they're still closed because of the whole quarantine situation. I don't put the self-tanner on my face because I don't want it to break me out or anything like that, which is why my face always looks paler than my rest of my body, if you guys can see. But anyhow, let me get started with my makeup, and I hope you like this video. All right guys, so let's get started. First we start with foundation, and I use MAC's Pro Long Nourishing Waterproof Foundation. The two shades that I'm using today are NC40 and NC35. These are two darker shades that I only use when I have a spray tan or self-tanner on, which I do from the neck down. So this foundation is gonna be a little bit darker, which will make everything blend, and it'll kind of give me that bronzed tan look that I'm trying to achieve with that little bit of a tanner. And I use my beauty blender to blend everything in. I wet the beauty blender first. I apply the foundations directly to the beauty blender, and then I basically just smudge it all over my face. And I will speed this up a little bit for you so you guys don't get bored. As well as doing my face, I always bring my foundation down to my neck and even to my chest, because I hate when your face looks like a different color than, you know, your neck and your chest. So it's so important to blend everything down. So that's what you'll see me doing in this part. Next is concealer, and in this video I'm using Born This Way, which is actually a little travel size concealer that I got from Sephora. I usually use Maybelline's Master Conceal in Fair, and I will post a picture of that so you guys can see. The only reason why I'm using this one today is because I ran out of the Maybelline Master Conceal and I had this one, so I just wanted to use it, but you know what, it actually works pretty well. Now it's time to blend, so I'm using that same beauty blender to blend my concealer, and I'm using the opposite end that I use for the foundation. This end is slightly more pointed, so it helps kind of directly put the concealer where I want it, instead of kind of blending, which I did with the other side, all over my face. Always keeping an eye on my little baby, fast asleep. All right, guys, next is bronzer. The bronzers that I use are by HOOLA. Love this bronzer, super warm but not overly dark and tan. But this one by NARS, which I also love, I wish I knew the name of the color. Like I said, a patient gave it to me actually. But with bronzer, you wanna go in a 3 on both sides of your face. So I always start with my forehead, go down to my cheeks, as well to my jawline. And I'm gonna speed this up, but I do it on both sides. And then as well as doing my face bronzer, again, guys, always bringing it down into your neck and onto your chest so everything is blended and everything looks the same color. Next is taking that HOOLA bronzer with a slightly smaller brush and contouring my nose. Who doesn't want to make their nose look smaller and thinner? Which I do. So I always put the product to kind of outline the outer edges of my nose as well as do my nasal tip. I will blend this all later, don't worry, it's not gonna look like this. But by putting the bronzer here, and I use bronzer, some people use other types of products, but by putting the bronzer here, it really gives the illusion that the nose is smaller because it gives you a better profile. And then of course, blending it in. There's nothing worse than looking like you have two random dark lines on your nose. So it's always important that when you're done everything to go back and blend. Next, guys, is blush. The color that I normally use it's called Orgasm by NARS, but I ran out of that, so I'm using this blush that I found in my closet, and it's okay. I was gonna get the NARS's blush again, but I saw this one. I was like, let me just use it. So I've been using it for a couple of weeks now, and it's not too bad. I use the two outside colors, and I kind of blend them together. And I put the product on the apples of my cheeks, as well as my forehead, jawline, chin, and nasal tip. And it just helps give a little pink hue to certain areas that I want to define. And nothing is really blended yet, guys. I know it might look like my cheeks and forehead are a little bit darker, and it might look a little like obvious that it's not blended well. I did not blend anything yet in terms of the bronzer or blush. That comes afterwards. Next, guys, is probably one of my favorite products by Kat Von D. It's her Locket powder in translucent. And this just gives such an amazing highlight and basically sets all the lighter areas. So underneath my eyes, on my nasal bridge, in the middle of my forehead, underneath my cheekbones, this powder is life. And this is always the part, I swear, that my husband walks in to the bathroom and is like, what are you doing? Because I have all this powder all over and I don't really blend everything until the end because I want the powder to sit on there. So I'm gonna look pretty ridiculous when I'm doing my mascara and eyebrows, but I want you guys to see how important it is to put this pressed powder in these certain areas because it just highlights so well and it just sets your makeup so well. And I'm sure you guys have noticed I barely use any makeup brushes besides, of course, like the bronzer and the blush to do my highlight and concealer. Everything is done with this beauty blender. And it's so funny because I was so against this beauty blender. Like I just didn't understand how it worked and how it was gonna like make makeup stay on there. And so like one of my medical assistants was like, girl, you need to use a beauty blender, not just like these foundation brushes. And I think it just makes the product go on so much better. So I am a huge fan of these beauty blenders. I think I got like 15 of them from Amazon in all different colors, and they are amazing. This is the face I'm talking about that my husband always seems to walk in and he's like, are you serious? You're not going out like that. And I'm like, I haven't blended it yet, just wait. So I promise I will be blending it at the end, but I leave this on as I do my eyelashes and eyebrows, which I'm going into now. So right now I'm just brushing my eyelashes and eyebrows to make sure they're all separated before I put the product on. Starting with mascara, I use two. This is Maybelline's Great Lash, and I think like Blackest Black, I think the color is called. I am gonna speed this up because guys, trying to do your eyelashes and eyebrows, it's so hard not to keep your mouth open. And I felt like I was making all these crazy faces. So anywho, I'm starting with the bottom first. Now I'm working my way up to the top, and I basically do top and bottom eyelashes with this Maybelline Great Lash first. So that is what I'm doing now. And I love this mascara because I feel like it gives them the dark color, which I want, and it makes them fluffy. And then I use another mascara on top to really take them to a new height, which is called Telescopic by L'Oreal. I love this mascara. And I put this mascara over top, just on the top lashes, and it makes my eyelashes super, super long. And it almost makes them look like they're fake. And I promise you they're not. These are my real eyelashes. But I do think this mascara makes a huge difference. Now I'm just taking the extra powder that's in the lid from that Kat Von D translucent powder, and I'm blending everything in before I do my eyebrows. So I'm taking this bigger brush, it's super like fluffy, putting a little bit more of the powder as I blend, just to make sure everything looks like it evenly flows into the next area, not like hard lines all over your face. And now I'm just taking a little more bronzer because I do have that self-tanner on, so I can handle a little bit more of a bronze glow, which is what I'm doing now. Now we're gonna move on to eyebrows, and I use the DiorShow Brow Styler in Blonde. This is by far my favorite eye pencil, and I have not found one that I like better than this. Start by tracing underneath my brow first, then I'll go back up top and trace the top portion, and then I'll blend everything in the middle next. Next is setting it with some brow gel, and I use the one by Anastasia. Sorry, it's all upside down and backwards. This is their clear brow gel. I really like this brow gel. It basically just helps hold your eyebrows in place, making all the hairs go, you know, the direction that I want them to go, and it holds them there. So I really like this brow gel. Next is setting the makeup with a makeup setting spray. This is also by Kat Von D. It's okay. Again, it was a sample I had. I normally use Max Fix-It spray, and I'll actually spray my skin prior to putting any like moisturizers or anything on it. And then I also always spray my skin as soon as I'm done with my makeup. It just helps set it, and it helps my skin not look super powdery. Lastly, I go in with my highlighter, which is by Bobbi Brown. It's this beautiful like gold champagne color, and you're basically putting it on top of your cheekbones, on your nasal bridge, and I also put it on my Cupid's bow just to help give that shine. It's a really, really pretty color. Oops, forgot to show you. There it is. Bobbi Brown, love it. Let me show you the color. It is beautiful, one of my favorite highlighters. And now I'm just gonna place it on those areas. And now I'm just taking my powder brush and blending in some of that highlighter. Now let's do lips. I use MAC's lip pencil in Strip Down to outline my lips. It's kind of this like brownish color, and I actually didn't think I was gonna like it, but I love it, and it's the only lip liner I use. So I basically trace the perimeter of my lips, and then as well as I'll shade a little bit of my lips as well. But when you do lips, you want them to be darker in terms of the border and then be a little bit lighter on the inside. Adding a little bit more of that highlighter just to my Cupid's bow. It just makes it pop, you guys will see. Now I'm going to go on to lipstick / lip glosses. I've been really into these by Kylie Jenner. It is Angel and One Wish. I'm attempting to show you, but you guys aren't going to be able to see, so sorry. The Angel color is a little bit darker, so I'm gonna put that kind of on the corners of my mouth, not necessarily in the middle. And then I'll go back and take the One Wish, which is a little bit lighter, and put that in the middle.
And then I'm just gonna finish it off with a little bit of lipstick on top. This is MAC's Politely Pink that I'm gonna attempt to show you, but I know you can't read it. So I basically put this on just really the Cupid's bow in the middle of my bottom lip. And it just gives this, like I said, a little shimmery pink look. I thought that was everything, but I totally forgot. This is something so important. After my mascara is on and it's dried, then I go back and curl my eyelashes. This really, really sets them and brings them up and gives them that height that I want.
This is the final look. I hope you guys like this video. This is what I do every morning. Sometimes, a little less bronzer depending if I don't have a soft tanner on, but I love makeup. I always have. I am not a makeup artist by any means. I wish I was, but this is how I do my makeup, and I hope you learned something. I hope you liked it, and let me know if you want me to do more videos like this.